Thank you all for coming out over here to, this isn't really the dedication of our monument, that'll come later in June. Let me introduce one of our councilmen, Councilman Alex Wright. I'll turn it over to Bob. Good afternoon. Everybody ready? All right. So I'll be very brief so we can get to Bob. Just want to give you a brief origin story of how this came to be. So 4 or 5 years ago, I was watching the Memorial Day service they have on PBS. Very moved by it. Came back to Peachtree Corners, called Mike on the phone. I said, we need some kind of veterans monument. How do we honor our veterans? We talked about it a little bit. He thought he'd already been thinking the same thing. So the next day, I'm at the YMCA, and I'm leaving, trying to get out the door to work, and the guy at the front says, I want you to meet this guy. There's this really old man walking in. He had to be in his 90s. And I'm thinking, I got to get to work, but all right. So the guy comes in, he's on a cane, and the guy at the front named Chris says, I can't even remember the guy's name. He introduces him, says, tell Alex your story. So this guy had been in World War II in the Navy. After the war, he went to Purdue University, ended up swimming for the U.S. Olympic team in 1948, I believe, and then he served in Korea in the Navy. Just an incredible story. I remember thinking, how do we capture this story? This guy's really old. When he dies, his story will die with him. So get on the phone to Mike, tell him this. He thinks it's a great idea. Make a monument that's a living monument, not just stones with names, but to keep the stories alive. How do we do that? So I don't know if you know this, but Mike was in the Navy like myself in an era before mine. We had 2 Navy guys talking amongst each other and said, we got this great idea. We don't have any land. We don't have any money. We got this technology that's never been done. How do you tie videos to bricks? Who can we bamboozle into taking on this project? And both of us immediately said, we got to think of an Army guy. We can trick an Army guy into taking on that monster. And so we talked about different Army people we knew, and we said, that guy Bob Allen, we could trick him into this. And so we called him. Didn't really tell him all the details, that he had no money, no land, nothing. But Bob took the project on. So this was a great idea. Bob breathed life into something that we had no idea how it happened. And he has been the life force behind making this happen. I know I'm embarrassing him, but without him, without his drive, this would not be here. We would not be here doing this. So I'd like all of you to give it up for Bob for a great job he has done. As a Navy man, that's tough to do, but you deserve it. So with that, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Bob, and I think he's got some prepared there.
Thank you very much, Alex. You're very kind. Mayor Mike, EDA, City Council, and other guests here today. This is an amazing day in Town Green, and we're proud to be part of it. The Veterans Monument started a tradition to add to our community, much as Alex said. They found a couple Army guys into executing it. And thanks to a very supportive City Council and city staff and nearly 600 donors, ranging from significant donation given by Roberts Properties to the 5-year-old son at the Peachtree Corners Festival last year who deposited $5 into the cookie jar. And that's been the range of our contributions. We've gone from 5 to a substantial amount. We're not quite over the goal line in terms of completing the monument. We still have to turn on the interactive piece. We hope to have it done today, but the kiosk arrived a little late. And we're still working on the development. We'll have the kiosks, and an app and a website up within the next couple of weeks to do exactly what Alex said. We've recorded about 140 veteran interviews that will be available to see on that. We're going to celebrate a complete monument production here. Our sculptures aren't here. That's the other thing that's missing. There's a sign behind me that says arriving on June 15th. And on 10 o'clock in the morning on the 15th of June, that's a Saturday, Father's Day weekend, we're going to have a dedication ceremony out here that will be a lot longer than this one today. I do want to recognize our veteran volunteers that are standing here to my left. I've not done this by myself. I've got a crew that has responded to everything that I've asked of them, from managing pavers and keeping track of the veterans in the community, communicating, keeping track of the money, making sure we account for all of it as a nonprofit, and they've done sterling work. And if I call on them and say, gee, I need somebody to do the Peachtree Corners Festival, or go to your local church on Veterans Day, they show up. We've also got behind us, you heard the chorus singing from Norcross High School. It's the a cappella chorus under the able leadership of Kimberly Money. And we have behind me the color guard and the honor guard from the Norcross High School Junior ROTC. Junior ROTC has adopted this monument as their civic project. So they will be out here at least once a year during the school year on Veterans Day weekend for a ceremony, and they also have some responsibilities we've laid out in terms of keeping the place cleaned up, being here when we have other events on the town green when we need somebody, and that sort of thing. So we're happy to have them involved. I need to say a special thanks to Kent Feuerbach, who's standing over here. Raise your hand there, Kent. People see you. Kent owns a little company called KLF Enterprises, or KLF Hardscapes. He's really good at this stuff. He's my neighbor, and he took the architect's design and put it into what you see here today. And he did a great job fighting the weather, fighting other contractors in the area, getting materials in, and just did a super job in getting this thing done so we can have it dedicated today. Chip Haplon, I don't know if Chip is here, but Chip did our wiring, so we got lights on the flags, so we don't have to take them down at night. I checked that and it works. So our purpose here is to celebrate where we are and the opening of the town green by raising the flags on the Veterans Monument so that they're here 24 hours a day to represent our veterans and to represent our city.
Honor guard, attention! Present, march! Raise the flag!
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, march! March time, march! turn. March. Forward. March.
Give a big hand to the JROTC, the choir, and the Cub Scouts. This concludes our ceremony.